I'm gonna get this out of the way real soon. I'm gonna get this out of the way real quick, I mean. It's fucking hot in the UK, and here is 15 seconds of me consistently screaming, ah!
5, 4, 3, 2.
It is so freaking hot in this country right now. And like, there are so many people out there that are gonna, we have this discussion every time it's hot in the UK. There are gonna be so many people out there going, oh, but it's only 30. In my country, it's hot and you can fry eggs on a frickin' pavement. Well, you've probably got AC. Sad I missed the last Big Booty Chickens monthly. I have to now do another one of those redeems this week. I need to make one that's like 500 because 100 just seems to come round too quick. All I seem to do is make infinite lists of things. And that's not a criticism. I love that everybody loves that redeem so much, but I just, it's constant. I love that. I love, it's like peak. It's like peak redeem. Like, I've had a lot of redeems during my time on Twitch. The fact that so many people love that one, great. But the list making. Oh my god, the list making. It makes me want to do this. Okay, that's 2 of those redeems within 10 minutes. I'm not allowed to touch those buttons for another 10 minutes. Okay. Did I make a Peaches Splash video today? I didn't. I thought about it, and then I was like, well, I could make a Splash video, or I completely forgot, Shadow. I completely forgot to make a Pizza Splash video, if I'm honest. I don't know what I'm going to put on it. I don't have any pizza-related quotes. Like, all of the text that appears on these, like, just for context, when I put a message on these, that text is a quote that I've said as part of the previous stream. And they're masterful, if you think about it, if you can refer to your own self as masterful. Because if you listen real closely to the Mondays one, there is a distant fart in the forest, and I found an epidemic sound file that was fart in woods. So I'll play it for you once more. Tell me if you can hear the fart. Fart in woods. Layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of sound files make those videos real good, or at least they it's my own form of I'm stimming. It's all I can classify those as. Some of them make that caveman one makes very little sense in the grander scheme of things, but it satisfies my brain infinitely when I press them. So whenever anybody uses the deep insights from Chimken, we should just call that stim chim. Chim stim. Chimming, stimming. You know, you get the idea? There's something about those that makes my brain infinitely satisfied. But friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people in possession of souls, we're back with Quantum Break / that weird game that's also a TV series, but it's not because the TV episodes are within the game and it's a whole thing. Last stream, we were introduced to the characters of Paul and Jack. Fried chimkin stem. I could do a fried chimkin stem. Because of the hot temperature, I could just have hot chicken as one of those. And it's not like sexy chicken. It's like, why is this chicken on fire? Because that redeem is only going to be relevant for another month, probably. Hot chickens in your area. Hot chickens in your area. I could say something really crass now, but I'm 11 minutes into a stream. I can't be crass yet. I've not reached my crass quota for the day. Last time on my Quantum Break stream, we were introduced to the characters of Paul and Jack Joyce. Paul was a scientist and was escorting Jack inside a university lab. In the university lab, it was discovered Paul had built a time machine. Paul had built a time machine with the help of Jack Joyce's brother, Will. Will was troubled, and also one of the hobbits from Lord of the Rings. But Will was troubled, and whilst Paul had been summoned by Jack had been summoned by Paul, he was there to sort of like strong-arm Will into helping Paul complete the time machine. In doing so, Jack and Paul activated the time machine. It was this whole concept of going in one end of the corridor and appearing at the other end of the corridor, wherever the time machine was in that time zone. But something went wrong. Both Paul and Jack have been granted time-related powers. Paul was effectively lost 17 years in the past, having traveled into the future and seen the end of time. The end of time being a black, voidless emptiness where, for some reason, the time machine still existed. But it was all he saw. So he went back 17 years into the past and developed this multinational type conglomerate / militant force known as Monarch. They raided the lab after the time machine experiment had been successful. They stole the core of the time machine. Jack fled with their brother, who was sadly killed. And we're sort of rejoining the game after a live basically you do some gameplay and then like a live TV episode plays. In the TV episode, it was sort of revealed that Liam Burke, who is one of the security managers from Monarch, has more to him than it seems. He seems to be on our side. He seems to be a force for good. He is sort of humanized because his wife is pregnant, and he escapes to where Jack Joyce is being held hostage, or has been recovered from being held hostage by the woman from Control, whose name currently Reacher? Amy? Basically, there's a female character that's rescued Jack from the hands of Monarch, and that was where we sort of left off. And Liam arrived, and then there was a bunch of shooting, and it's a whole long story. It's a whole long story. TLB, I'll take a sip of this Fanta for you. Does this can look very small in my hand, or have I got very big hands? I think that looks tiny. I'm not bigging myself up. Why does that look so small? You got big hands, sir? Time Lord. Talking about big hands. Oh, I've never seen Time Lord's hands, but Time Lord is making a successful return to stream very soon. So I would really appreciate it, because I don't think I got a chance to do this yesterday because I got too occupied with gun shooty bang bang. Please go and follow Time Lord Live. They will be live very shortly, and I'd really appreciate it. They are a long-term supporter of the stream. They are a long-term supporter of me, and generally my whims. You know what they say about people with big hands? Humongous knees. In fact, my knees are humongous. It's like walking around with 2 dinner plates in the legs of my trousers. It's quite complicated. But yeah, that's Quantum Break. That's the story so far. There was, I will say, I will just voice this because this is probably going to come up in conversation again. For the record, I have nimble hands. You flirting with me? There was a moral decision I had to make. And the moral decision was based around the fact that Monarch had taken some of the university students hostage. And it was our choice whether or not Monarch took a hardline stance on these hostages and disposed of them, or they were released and there was a sort of like a PR like they flood the news with stuff that they falsify information that makes Jack Joyce, who is our main character, look evil, which effectively turns all of the townspeople against Jack Joyce. My logic at the time was that we're trying to save the universe here. As much as this makes me sound extremely, I realize how this sounds, and this would not be how I process like a moral quandary like this in real life. But we're trying to save the universe. My logic was, when I made that decision, that on one hand, the hostages do die. That's sad. That's very bad. But the townsfolk rise up and turn against Monarch, giving Jack a helping hand. On the other side, there's like a PR sort of nightmare around Jack Joyce, and you can't sway public opinion. So he was then going to have a hard time because the PR scandal type thing was going to make it very hard to be Jack Joyce in the orbit of Monarch. So I went with the one that I thought at the time, in my broken save the universe sort of like sweaty mindset, that we were making the decision that would actually make the main character's life more easy. But only 24% of people picked that option. And I'm not sure in the grander scheme of things what that says about me. And I've been dealing with the guilt of these fictional character deaths for 24 hours. And now we're back. And this is my redemption story. So I will say the words. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people who are in possession of souls, this is Quantum Break. If you have achieved anything big or small and since I last saw you, DollyWhiskers is watching the Olympics with a friend right now, so I will refund that reward. The DollyWhiskers redeem, I will box you because you're reasonably new. Please continue to use that redeem if it's something that you want to try. But Dolly's energy varies tremendously from day to day, so if I can make an educated guess that they won't be available, I will make that educated guess and I will refund that thing. But sometimes they do turn up. I promise. I 100% swear DollyWhiskers is a real person. It's not just it's not just my hired assistant like handing me things from off the screen. Magic encephalomyelitis. Yeah, they showed us up. They showed up once to talk about frogs. It does happen, but that's kind of why I made it so expensive. So like people aren't spamming it all the time. You don't know them though. She's in another pond. Her name is Alberta. She lives in Vancouver. Something and sucks like a Hoover. Yeah, if you've achieved anything big or small since the last time we spoke, I would love to hear about it. My community are all highly trained professionals when it comes to telling you how proud they are of you, because sadly there are people out there in the world that don't have somebody to tell them how proud they are of them. And I've made it my Twitch-based duty to tell everybody that I possibly can that I'm super proud of you, because honestly I am. I have to ask everyone else, has chat ever seen them both in the same room at the same time? Are you sure Chimken isn't both? I will say, Dolly is a PNG tuber, and I am a human tuber. So, I'm a human. So, they've only ever really logistically handed stuff over. Kara came into my stream today to talk about crabs and Toyotas. What, pubic lice or, like, crustaceans? If it was a story about getting crabs from Toyota, I have questions. Okay, crustaceans. That makes it. I don't want to exist in a world where people are getting crabs from Toyotas. She offered hot butter and tongs. I'm sat here muttering about pubic lice, and you're talking about hot butter and tongs. And on that note, yeah, see, that's an entire extra hand. But you still could be my assistant. They don't know.
They're gonna prove that.
Dolly doesn't know how they're gonna prove that. Hold up a newspaper with today's date on it. No, that wouldn't work. Show me your curriculum vitae. Does it say Chimken's assistant at the top of your CV? Because if it does, that gives the game away. Oh, you know why? You know what? You know the proof. You know what? You know why? Not that chat's ever seen this, so it makes literally no... No, they have, because the cat has been on camera before and perked up because you've walked past. George hates everybody. If Dolly wasn't my significant other, George would have given no shits. Lapchin. Slap Chim, that will prove it. I mean, you've not sprayed me in the face in a while. Are we giving away? Cat is enough proof. Okay, I've proved to chat that you are my partner.
Cat.
It's not just me throwing my voice. I'm a really good. What's the technical term? Huh? Ventriloquist. Oh my god, this is my DollyWhiskers voice. I can't do your voice. I can't do my voice. My voice goes from. I'm in a room with too many accents, and I become a mishmash. I'm one of those people. I'm a mess. Okay, we're actually going to play a video game now. It's super duper exciting. Penguin Queen Lucy. We're about to shoot some guns, take some names, and travel in time, everybody. You know what? I'm going to roll with it. We're gonna take the bow tie off, but we're gonna leave the sexy hair on. I have got a new hat, which I didn't even slightly think to put on the hat wheel. We're not doing that right now. So if Rachel comes in, Rachel, I have not forgotten about your hat. Let's go. Last time on Quantum Break.
Let's talk about the dry dock incident. Monarch operatives transported you from the university to the Ground Zero operation at the shipyard.
Still upset about that, huh?
You were secured, unconscious.
Will?
Liam Burke went to retrieve you, and you were gone. How?
Sleepwalking.
Step away! Right now! You've 3 seconds till I pull.
Have better reflexes.
And you're a marksman.
Okay.
We know Beth Wilder assisted you in some manner.
Then I'm guessing you know the rest.
No, because everybody who saw what you did next is now dead.
I didn't have a clue where I was or why. Never questioned it because it didn't feel real. Still waiting to wake up.
I would like to take this opportunity to remind everybody that Beth Wilder is Jessie from Control. Oh, what's that? Collecting Chronon sources allows Jack to upgrade his powers. Press T. Oh, we have 1 Chronon pulse. Time dodge and time rush will temporarily reveal enemy positions. Oh, time dodge is actually good. Is that Sean or Shat? I don't know. I'm going to say this again. I didn't realize that that was 2 separate people until I was like 25. I don't know which one this is. They both act. They both appear in video games. It's basically impossible to know that until you see the credits. And I'm sorry. Like, I should do better. I should be able to identify identical twins, but I can't. I will try to do better in the future if I ever meet another set of identical twins. I don't know how common identical twins actually are because I can't think of a single other set that I've met. No, there was a set of identical twins that I couldn't remember their names, but there was a pair of identical twins at my school when I was a kid.
Area. Why am I here?
So I've met 2 sets of identical twins in my life, and when I say met, I mean I know of these guys and those ones that I've met. 5 out of 1,000 births are twins.
Only way forward.
My brother had twins. It's either Jimmy or not Iceman. See, I thought that I thought those were both the same person, Time Lord. Like, until I was 25. I couldn't understand why this one guy was getting so many freaking roles. So then you do know twins. Oh yeah, no, that's count. I'm related to twins. 3 sets of twins. No, but they're not identical. Did I say they're identical? No, they're not identical. I know twins, but not identical twins. So 5 out of 1,000 births are twins. How many of those are identical? Is more what I should. Oh, a boy. No, 2 girls, but they're not identical. Use the time vision to highlight destructible objects in the environment.
Huh.
Sure, nobody would have heard that. Like, they're sort of like, oh yeah, he escaped and nobody understood where he went. Large bang, large metal sheets fall from sky. Dead crab commercial. Hey, what? Well, you were talking about crab. Oh, do you like? I can't play it on stream because it will be copyrighted. Probably. I can't risk the copyright, but I will check it. Could you put it in the Discord? I'll check it out afterwards.
There's got to be another way in there.
Please.
Well, that's weird.
So... Okay, I've gained the ability to selectively reverse time. But only for a short period.
Okay, doesn't last. Noted. When the fracture broke time, some objects became unstable. With my new abilities, I could manipulate their timelines, rewind them. Not getting through that. There's gotta be another way. I might have to climb in through the roof.
Zip. Oh my god, he's magic. Do time shit. He is a time lord. There's a time lord in chat.
Still no word from Burke on Jack Joyce's position.
Very well. Ready a chopper for me at the dry dock. I'm heading to the island.
Roger. We'll have the chopper.
Seeing Paul's face on that screen, it was some kind of sick reminder. I couldn't escape what had happened, what he did. I needed to know why, but part of me wanted to put a fucking bullet in his head before he could open his mouth.
Want us to send additional teams to search for Joyce?
Negative. Focus efforts on disposing of those witnesses. Clear any trace of our involvement.
Everybody Monarch took from the university was on that board.
During the gala?
2 lines through the deceased.
Positive.
Like they were nothing.
Dispose of the witnesses.
They're gonna bring that up every chance they get, aren't they? I'm never gonna live killing the witnesses down. As you all know by now, we encountered unforeseen complications during the core retrieval operation at Riverport University. As a result, we were forced to take a more direct approach that led to unwanted attention. This attention must now be removed. Paul Serene has given us direct orders. As his chief advisor and operations manager, I will be making sure that we deliver upon those orders. We are to take a hardline approach in dealing with any threats to our plans. Your directives: execute all witnesses. Any witnesses to our actions at the university are to be executed without prejudice. Said witnesses have been transported to the Ground Zero operation. We simply cannot afford any loose threads at this point in our operation. Perform routine questioning and then execute. Civilians who did not directly witness our operation but were present may be intimidated into silence. Such cases will be evaluated by... Beevil Beadlet? Oh my god, it's a Beevil Beadlet.
Hooray. Evil Seedlet has been nesting with us for 5 months.
5 months. It is incredible to me that it's only been 5 months, Seedlet. I hope you're having a good day. It's been a couple of days since we spoke. How are you? Evil Beadlets. We simply cannot afford any loose threads at this point in our operation. Perform routine questioning and then execute civilians who did not directly witness our operation. You know what I didn't do? Congratulations, Endless Shadows, on getting a first. Okay, bear with. 1 sec. I didn't do one thing at the beginning of stream, and I do it every stream, and now I have to do it. Otherwise, shit's gonna happen, and I don't know what sort of irrational stuff's going to happen, but it's irrational and stuff. Also, so, Evil Shadow... Obviously, you've all been here and we've been conversing, but I'm just going to pretend like I did this at the beginning of stream. Jero, welcome to stream. Evil Shadows, welcome to... Endless Shadows, welcome to stream. I hope you're having an absolutely brilliant day. Vulcan Ryan, I keep getting reward is out of stock. You need to refresh your stream, Ryan, if you're still here. And then there was a bunch of button presses by... Jura, Shadows. Then it did that. There we go. Dear Jura, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens monthly. Please consider the attached Spanish chicken as a complimentary gift. They respond to the name Extravaganza. TLB with the hydrate. I can speak. Thank you, TLB. Welcome. Dear Sky Alacar, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens monthly. Please consider the attached Rose Comb Chicken as a complimentary gift. They respond to the name Cluckleberry Thin. Who's going to get the last chicken? Shadow! So, I'm going to let you in on a secret, Shadow. There are actually 2 last chickens. There's the last chicken, and then the redeem works once more after that point. It's a buffer. So, dear Shadow, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens monthly. Please consider the attached Dominique Chicken as a complimentary gift. They respond to the name, insert chicken name. There are 0 complimentary chickens remaining. We're sorry to report that after accidentally leaking your penchant for Big Booty Chickens onto the internet, and due to the slow, inevitable decline of print-based media as a whole, Big Booty Chickens monthly has gone out of business. And then shortly after that, TLB did a second one. So, it's not a perfect science, but the redeem does eventually disappear. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Dilemma, welcome to chat, and everybody, thank you for all of the contributions. Kara, I see you. You're very nice. Dilemma, fried chicken stream. I haven't done a fried chicken stream in a while. I did one time, but I could do another. But also, you said stim. We're basically referring to my deep thought insights as stimming now, because I really like pressing these buttons. It satisfies something very, like, base level in my brain. And I'm going to continue to do it. And there's literally nobody that can stop me. If I start advertising hot chickens in your area, I might get the... people might get the wrong idea. Boxy, obviously. Hi, Boxy. Hope you're having a good day. I would like just to confirm for you, Boxy, that you are driving me mad with your very nice-looking food. Has everybody seen the really nice-looking food that Boxy posts in the Discord? I'm very upset by it, but very happy that it's there. Cat proof is enough for me. We proved DollyWhiskers existed. Then there was a sub from Evil Seedlit. Dang, who does your hair? It looks like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. Nobody does my hair. I wake up like this in the morning. It's atrocious. It's a double bluff. What are you going to do now, Seedlit? It's your hair. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh. Oh. Peak comedy. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, I would like to take assault rifle, please. Thank you. Are we all done in here? I think that's it. Are we? There's nothing else to touch with our hands. We read all this. That's it. Well, we did. We read part of that. We didn't read all of it, but here we are.
Reaper team's finishing up with the last of them in A3. Didn't expect to be leaving the university with a kill list. Why not deal with him at the campus? It's him! Joyce is here! It's Joyce! Move around! Go! Positive ID on Joyce!
God damn it. The mocap for gunshots is insane. It does feel very good to get a headshot. I am warming up.
It's him! Joyce is here! Get behind him!
And that's how quickly that can go when you just sit there tanking bullets.
It's him! Joyce is here! Hey, it's Joyce. Son of a bitch! Get behind him! Shit! Flashback! Circle around!
You try not getting shot? No. Kaboom!
Move up to the flank! He's right here!
Realistic video games where one bullet to the central body mass is but a scratch. I kind of want to jack from an outside perspective from one of these fights. It's got to be cool to see. Chim, you got to use cover. I am trying. I'll flip the card. Got a 2 of hearts. Section. I haven't said this out loud and I'm irrational. Now that I've thought about it, I will say the air conditioner is on. So at times like this, there might be a little bit of an electrical buzz on my microphone. It's nothing serious. It's just the air conditioner vibrating into existence behind me. But when there's background audio from the game, it's not nearly as bad.
Engage target!
Oh my god! In their defense, Time Lord, they are wearing bulletproof vests.
It's that Joyce guy!
Yes, I just shot him round the corner. What of it?
That's for Will.
Oh my god, it's that Joyce guy. Where does that Joyce? It's Joyce. Is that a shotgun? That is a shotgun. That's a semi-automatic shotgun. Oh, we are shotgun. We're all shotty. We'll call me Mr. Shotty. Mr. No, I can't carry that on. We're gonna
This
stop.
elevator looks like the only way out of here.
Okay, well, we're gonna
There's
rummage
gotta be a
first. Think of all the
generator
shots you can
somewhere.
gun. Jura, I didn't hydrate, I don't think, so we'll do this. Thank you for the hydrate. Delicious orange goo. When I drink fluids, I like to drink orange goo.
There we go. The hell is that? Hello?
Jack, this is Beth Wilder.
Beth.
I'm
You're the one my brother was looking for.
the one who was attempting to rescue your ass until you decided to go on a gun-blazing ship parade through that warehouse. Now listen closely. You're at the outskirts of a Monarch Cronin harvesting operation, and Paul Serene is at the dry docks nearby. Not a recipe for fun times. So how about
Dry docks. If Paul's at the dry docks, then that's where I'm
No!
headed.
Jack, the fracture is our only priority now. Time is ending. Will said he...
Will's dead. My best friend came back a goddamn monster. He knew this would happen. He prepared for it. Paul's the key to understanding all this, and I'm gonna find him.
We both know that if you find Serene, you're not going to be asking questions. Think this through.
I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I've drawn the conclusion that that's the woman from Control. When she speaks, it's like, it's very clearly her. I didn't hear it until, like, the penny dropped. Beth Wilder. They play a character in a game that gets haunted by a fridge. I don't know what this voice is. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop a lot of things. Let's concentrate. And a duck. Oh yeah, the duck was there. I killed the duck off stream though. The duck was my secret. Chat never saw the duck.
Paul was at the dry docks in the distance. I recognized the place. William had a workshop in that industrial area for years. I knew that couldn't be a coincidence.
I mean, it's pretty coincidental that is a thing. What is happening? Who's shooting me?
Damn it! No. Hey, don't you dare pull that fucking trigger.
Orders. I'll make it quick.
Ah,
for Christ's sake. Misfire.
you're supposed to be the ones who's friggin' protecting us.
Is it the firing pin again?
I really wanna. Can I help?
Solutions, building a better future. Are you?
What was that?
I did it. Yeah, we're going in there. Hi.
How did you?
You're the taxi guy. You drove me to the university. What is all this?
They're killing everybody. Everybody from the university. They grabbed me
You
out of my goddamn
motherfuckers.
cab.
Jesus.
You saved my ass. How'd you get free?
I'm still figuring that out.
Sophia, yes, the fracture has begun, and yes, it will take its inevitable course, but you worry too much. I understand your concerns.
We're supposed to be the good guys.
I understand the concerns, but our preparations will be ready by the time it has run its course. Keep in mind that I've been to the end of time. I've seen how this plays out. We've taken every precaution necessary. Now we just need to make sure that the pieces fall into place. We cannot cancel the gala tonight. The team needs reassurance that our plan is moving forward without further complications. Even those who aren't aware of the lifeboat protocol need a guarantee that their efforts are not in vain. They need to know that I am in control. The university was only the first step. Now the real work begins. I'm almost finished up at Ground Zero. I will head to the island for my treatment very soon. I couldn't have done this without you, Sophia. Paul. Paul. The fracture occurred at 4:15 a.m., just as you predicted. However, the stutters seem to be occurring at an alarming rate, much more frequently than we expected. I know better than to question your knowledge on the matter, but I just want to be sure that the timeline you propose grants us enough time for what must be done. You didn't receive your treatment before you left. I can't stress how important it is. Continue consistent treatments or the efficiency will dwindle. We can't afford your sickness to intensify. Not now. Please come to the island to receive your treatment as soon as time permits. I'm worried about you. Dr. Sophia Amaral, Head of Research.
Keep fighting. Those were my last words to her. Sent chills up my spine to think I might have...
We're not here to talk about Amy Ferrero.
Bit dickish.
Look, I need to get to the dry docks. Do you know how to get there?
Dry docks. Yeah, I think I know the way. Whatever you need, I got your back.
Made a friend, everybody. Eye droplet, Martin Hatch prescription contains chronon. Is that... When it says it contains chronon, does... No, it's not an update, it's not an upgrade, okay. But like, is that... Did they just give me... Okay. It wasn't what I thought it was, is what I'm trying to say.
We gotta make it through that building to get to the dry dock. Thank Christ you're okay.
The character also does voices
What
in
about
Alan
that guy
Wake.
you went
Yes.
to see at
No,
the campus?
his face is in Alan Wake. Remedy like to use the same actors and over and over again. So let me do this because the AC. There is a character in Alan Wake 2. Spoilers for Alan Wake 2 coming up. There is a character in Alan Wake 2 called Tim Breaker. Remedy Cinematic Universe. It's the Remedy video game universe, and Quantum Break is not part of it. But the general consensus is that Tim Breaker is named Tim Breaker because in Quantum Break, the same actor played a time breaker, hence why he's called Tim Breaker in the game in Alan Wake 2. They're not connected like Alan Wake and Alan Wake 2 are connected, or Control is connected, but it's quite... I choose to believe that one is correct. That one is a nice sort of like... I get why they did that.
Did he get out all right?
No. Not exactly.
This is messed up, man. I trusted Monarch. We can't let them get away with this.
I recently read a funny story about Shawn Ashmore in X-Men, and the scene where Mystique, disguised as Bobby, comes out of the elevator right after Bobby walks past. They did all the camera and special effects to get the shot in the can, and then Shawn cares to mention that he has an identical twin. The film was not amused. Yeah, I would be amused. Would you be amused?
There'll be a gate doohickey around here.
I need to find a gate doohickey.
I'll take a look.
Hey, I wish they told me that he had an identical twin, because I thought he was the most prolific actor of all time for a little while.
Yeah? I'm going WikiLeaks on these assholes when we get out.
He's going
First,
WikiLeaks.
I gotta figure out how WikiLeaks works, but then I'm gonna WikiLeak the shit out of them.
Okay, there's the
by the way,
doohickey.
how did you lay out those guys back there? Had you ever fired a gun before all this?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, the gate's open.
Whatever happened to WikiLeaks? Is WikiLeaks still a thing?
Okay, gate's closing too fast.
Not necessarily.
Holy shit. What are you, some kind of goddamn X-Man? That was...
Okay. Don't panic. It's,
friggin' sick, man!
Alright. Not the reaction I expected.
I knew this kind of crap existed! Driving a cab, I've seen some stuff, man. Oh, I'm just glad you're on my side. So you're like a government experiment. Did they tell you what's going on here?
I only know what my brother told me. Time is breaking down.
Also, I would like to point out that there is a giant piece of graffiti there that says AWE, which is Altered World Event, which is what happens in Alan Wake.
Somehow.
Shit. It's like Watergate all over.
It's really not.
I'm beginning to think I've been lied to about the interconnectivity of the games. I'm assuming that there are callbacks. I'm just going to assume at this point that there are callbacks.
It's worth a shot. Wait here, I'll try that.
What did he say? Wait here, I'll try that. I'm too far away to hear his side of the conversation. So the guy who voices Nick voiced Dylan in Control.
2010, but the real question is, why was everyone so eager to sell? I've heard everything from radiation leaks to ghost stories. Personally, I think this place is haunted. And I got theories, man. Okay, check it out. You know how we all got jobs? What makes us think that it's not the same for ghosts in the ghost world?
I think this guy is.
You still with me? Okay.
I think
so
this guy might be
whole place
smoking
was a
something.
Huge industrial area, and it's where all the ghosts did all the ghost work. You know, building
Oh, yeah, it's where all the ghosts did all the ghost work.
They all lost their jobs. There was a big ghost recession, and now they just creep around all unemployed or
He did a weed. He did a whole weed. He weed.
Yeah, it's definitely a theory. Need to get up to that open window.
This looks like a very large open room considering there's nothing in it.
maybe I could boost you up to that window.
What is this roof for? I did a weed once, injected it right into... No. Don't do that. That's not how you consume the devil's lettuce. Not that I would know about such things, because those sorts of things are illegal in my country. Yeah, you gotta snort it. No! There might be people here that might... Well, no. We will have no snorting of the weeds. That's not how you do it either. Everybody knows you roll it up in a small ball and you stick it directly up your ass like a suppository. It is a well-known fact that that is the way that you consume weed. I've never done a weed, I just wanted to look cool. Do drugs, stay in drugs. No. Do school, stay in drugs. You know what I meant. I have never done... Well.
Is that another one of those rewind things?
I fixed it.
I'm starting to get the hang of this. All right, that's it.
Found my inner Prince of Persia. Instructions unclear. I'm now encased in garden weeds. You got marijuana growing in your back garden.
Now to get to that door.
Did Kara just admit to growing marijuana in the back garden? My legs! My weed smells suspiciously like tomato sauce. That's a pizza.
Hey, don't forget about me.
I live in an apartment complex, so yes. Do apartments grow weed? Is that a thing? Is that a stereotype? It's all rumors and conjecture from what I hear. I wasn't at the university op, but there's no way Joyce took out all those guards. He's just some random guy, not trained assassin. The stories floating around makes it sound like he's shooting laser beams out of his goddamn asshole. Anyway, they got Lee and Burke hunting him down right now, so I think it's safe to say Joyce is fucked. Off the record, I heard Paul Serene has been investigating a potential traitor within Monarch. Somebody's been accessing all kinds of confidential information. Remember that research Dr. Amaral was doing to find a permanent cure for Serene's sickness? Rumor has it somebody sabotaged the tests, had to start over. Just a few weeks later, the uni-op goes sour. Willing to bet the same person sabotaged us there. Keep your eyes peeled, man. In every apartment complex. Lol, no, but there's often someone who smokes daily and you can smell it in the hallways like upstairs neighbors. Okay, I've never lived in that sort of accommodation. I live in a flat, but it's not like a multi-story flat. Gil, were you with Prowler Unit at the uni? Hearing all kinds of rumors that Jack Joyce took out 7 squads on his own. They're saying he's Chronon active without any kind of tech. We're getting stories about him freezing operators, disappearing into thin air. Even heard one about him being in 2 places at the damn time. I thought it was all bullshit, but we just got word that his transport went missing after it entered Ground Zero perimeter. How the hell does that happen? We got reason to be alarmed? Question mark. They ain't telling us shit over here. Thankful I live in a bougie apartment complex.
Mr. Serene's chopper is in.
Look at me! I'm Rachel. I live in a bougie apartment. No,
We're starting to get a little antsy out there. All right, where are we going to next? Oh, hey, there's a map over here. We can figure out the best route to the dry docks. Security's tight. We might have to head through that area called Ground Zero to get there.
That's the exact area where my brother used to have his workshop.
Your bro. You think he's connected to this somehow?
I'm gonna find out. You should stay here for now. I have a feeling the next part's gonna get messy.
Yeah, I don't do messy. All right. I'll guide you to the dry docks from here on the radio. Channel 3. I'll open up the door for you.
Deal. Keep safe.
Went tonight, work hard to get here too. Same. Home ownership. It's a thing. Or you know, high-end renting. I'm not sure what you do, but still. Back in my old house, there used to be a meth lab hidden in the giant forest out my backyard. No, but I did park a Maserati yesterday. I'm not kidding. Whose Maserati? Was it Spider-Man's Maserati? Hey, my name's Rachel. I live in an apartment complex made of quartz with diamond-covered floors. Then I bathe in the tears of the poor as I drink champagne directly from grapes. You can't drink you can't... That's not how champagne works.
Yeah, heard his brother scream like a bitch when he died. When he shows his face, I'll make him do the same.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him first.
We're under attack!
Did I scream it for you? My powers were unpredictable. They kept growing by leaps and bounds.
It's a gun from the university!
Thanks for that. Nick, are you there? Talk to me. Where am I going?
That warehouse is split into 2 halves. Find the exit, take the alley to the other side, and let me know when you're there.
All right.
Did it. No trespassing. You heard it here, chat. No trespassing. Did you steal the Maserati?
Contact!
Oh, great.
Shotgunner advancing on hostile!
Motherfucker.
You wanna talk this out? Impossible! HQ, I got him!
Oh shit. No, but I got out my car very carefully. Yeah, I would. I can't imagine it's very cheap to scratch any Maserati. Like at all. Like, don't do that. I don't like. The issue I have with those cars, right, is I would never want to... If I owned a Maserati, I would never want to drive it anywhere. And the issue is, it wouldn't be me that would probably scratch it. It would be somebody else. Whether or not it's, you know, like somebody else would do the damage, and then you're out of fortune to fix it.
We got contact!
Oh, great.
Shotgunner advancing on hostile!
Motherfucker.
You wanna talk this out?
I think so.
Jones, you got nowhere to go!
There he goes. 11 seconds till an ad chat. What you're going to do for me is you're going to go get yourself a glass of water, you're going to go get yourself a snack, you're going to hug a loved one, you're going to sniff a beloved family animal, and I will be back in 3 minutes. I'm going to go on to the BRB screen. Doodles. Greetings. We go. Oh!
Go, go, go!
Okay, I like the advanced SMG. I'm gonna put it out there. I like the advanced SMG. I just shotgunned that man to the face. Reload your gun.
Shotgunner moving in.
Saying that like I can see him. Okay, there he goes. Those aren't bullets that I'm throwing at them, they're peas. This is a pea gun. I peed all over him. I've only got 12 bullets remaining.
He's all over us!
Time to move.
I mean, it's relevant. Let's not pretend that that's not relevant. Bear with chat, I'm doing badass shit.
Changing out! It's impossible! It's clear!
I miss my advanced SMG. I did it.
All right, taxi guy. Where am I headed?
Ignore those gunshots, taxi guy. I just murdered a bunch of people.
Jack.
Okay, there's a door on the upper level leading to a sky bridge, but looks like you need to turn off security to get it open.
How do I do that?
On the map, there's a squiggly line that leads from the door to a big square, and that square has two squigglies leading to little circles.
What the fuck does that mean? What am I doing here?
I don't know, man. I'm not the superhero. Find the door, follow a squiggly line to a box, more squigglies, circles, do something. Security turns off and you're golden.
Follow a squiggly
Thanks,
line. Jack curses like a sailor. How many sailors do you know? You gonna try and tell me that the security door is powered by this really obvious yellow cable? Yeah.
Hey, how we doing, boss?
Still searching for searching.
Oh, yeah. They're not like literally squares and circles. The square is some kind of security console. Squiggles are cables, I think. Follow the cables.
You couldn't have just said that to begin with?
Thought I was clear enough?
But apparently not that. I'm thoroughly confused. This is the door, right? This is the door. What squiggles is he talking?
Locked, like you said. Gotta follow the squiggly line.
That's a squiggle, isn't it? Jared, would you say that yellow was a squiggle? I mean, it's telling me to go over there with the viewfinder, disable security. I was just over here. Oh, it's wiggly, it's squiggly. It's doing something. I think the game is lying to me. Okay, so what I need to do is in there. How do I get in there? Wiggle, wiggle. Don't start. Wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Ah. I fixed it.
Joyce just took out Gatehouse 1. You still don't have eyes on him? What do they pay you for over there, huh?
Charlie, just tell me where he is.
Do I hear
Mr. Hatch, I've been...
Warehouse B4? Better hurry.
Storehouse 1.
Hello, Fresh. Oh. I pressed the wrong button. Ignore that. That was entirely intentional. I went to do the celebration and I missed it. There we are. How's it going, Fresh? Hope you're doing well. Mr. Hatch, I've been monitoring company email servers and found something interesting. Just thought you might want to know that your golden boy has been a bit snoopy as of late. Attaching his email below. Beth Wilder to Liam Burke. Beth, I'm starting to grow suspicious about what's going on here. I have a hunch you feel the same way. I've been allowed a lot of freedom to come and go on my position, but it comes at a cost at very low clearance. Most members of the team know something I don't, and they're not eager to share. Tomorrow's operation is more than a simple retrieval mission. There are dates and times marked with detailed events that are expected to come to pass. I've seen charts with Fracture 415 labeled. It's way too much detail for a plan. It's like it's all been mapped out. How? Something big is coming. I can't feel it. They told us our directive is to protect our world from dangers that lie ahead. If that's so, then why do I get the feeling there's something coming that's we're doing absolutely nothing to stop? And if everybody else knows this, then why the hell is nobody acting on it? I can't sit back and watch if there's even a chance that this could put Emily in danger. I need to know more. Serene won't answer my messages. Hatch is a closed book. I'm hoping you are an open one. Very nice transitions. How much water in liters has everyone drank today? 3. 3 liters of water, 2 cans of Monster at 600 ml each, and this is my 4th can of Fanta. It's sugar-free. Sugar-free, though, which means, you know, not enough. Water, friend, water. There's water in Fanta.
Okay, security's down.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, I'd be very careful when engaged on the subject of hydration.
Kid from the university. Circle round.
Gotta move.
We're doing it, chat. We're doing it. Freaking hell, we're freaking kicking ass and taking names and pausing time and doing flips and shit. I'm all about those sweet flips. Is it gonna be explained why we're stopping and starting like this?
Nick, I'm on the bridge.
Oh, map says you're heading towards a storage facility for, Meyer Joyce particles and harvesting equipment.
Joyce particles? This whole operation is based on my brother's research.
Your bro? You don't think he's working for...
No. I don't know what to think, but Paul is up to something big. See if you can find out more.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay, well, I can't go there. Taking ass and kicking names. I have never once taken an ass. I'll hold my hands up and say it. I've never once taken an ass. Because I live my life by one belief.
Let's do this.
And you know this. I live my life 1/4 mile at a time. Family.
Zero obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed. Hello, I'm Dr.
I heard
Sophia
something.
Amaral. Over
Go
the past
check it
6
out.
years, Monarch has made vast
Hunt him
technological
down.
And here come the bots. I don't know where you're coming from, but please go fucking back there.
in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles,
Find them.
better known as chronon.
Target sighted. Engaging. Over.
Copy.
Neutralize the target.
Began to occur in a very
Go.
we now refer to as
He's right here.
located within the Newport industrial park. This resulted in extremely dense emissions
Positive ID on Joyce.
for extraction.
I don't know why it won't let me pick up that gun.
Keep pushing. Take cover.
I like the burst pistol.
Burn me down.
Of mass quantities. When the time is right, the entire only authorized personnel are to handle the
Dead.
You
Okay. That came in here.
The fracture is escalating more rapidly than Mr. Serene had anticipated. Chronon levels will lower to a point that renders Ground Zero obsolete in the near future.
Store Conan containers to stack bullets on them to create a temporary
The
stutter.
essentials before we proceed. Hello, I'm Dr. Sophia Amaral. Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made technological advances in the Meyer-Joyce particles.
How do you destroy them? I don't understand.
Unique temporal anomalies begin to occur in a very small.
I don't understand. It said destroy them.
The fracture is escalating more rapidly than Mr. Serene had anticipated. Chronon levels will lower to a point that renders Ground Zero obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed. Hello, I'm Dr. Sophia Amaral. Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as chronon particles. On July 4th, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused area we now refer to as Ground Zero, located within the biggest This resulted in creating the perfect conditions for extraction, which led to the chronon harvest operation.
There it is.
I'm taking him down. Hey, it's Joyce. He's troubled. Over.
The chronon field regulator, CF, which is the only device that can ensure stabilization and regulation of mass quantities. When the time is right, the entire supply of chronon containers will be transported from this location.
How I
to the
survived that,
Monarch
I have no idea.
headquarters, where the aircraft is located. Only authorized personnel are to handle the containers directly. Unique temporary proximity to the Ground Zero perimeter whenever this yellow zone is
Shotgunner and best on hostile. That's impossible.
The Ground Zero perimeter is conditions. We refer to this area as the red zone, where time no longer flows in a consistent manner and shifts without warning. Ground zeros have never returned. We know that the fracture will occur on October 8, 2016. We hypothesize that from this point forward, thermal levels of ground zero will stay deplete until time normally ceases to occur. For this reason, all harvesting
got nowhere to go.
The CFR must be complete before the fracture runs its course. For more information, please refer to your employee manual. Thank you for your
Top left corner.
That's my cue.
Got him.
Nick, I'm in the harvesting warehouse.
Looks like there's no clear exit on the ground level. Head for the upper floors when you're ready.
Okay, we have an advanced SMGs back in our life. What are they harvesting? Harvesting chronons, but
No clear exit down
it's
here.
a bit ramshackle. I'm
have
gonna
to head
say.
upward.
There, I said it. I'm not impressed by this laboratory, whatever they're doing. Sending a quick email to make sure that all divisions.
There's got to be something I can
Oh my
use to
god,
get
with
up
the
there.
interruptions of the reading. Sending a quick email to make sure that all divisions of the Cronin R&D department are moving on schedule. As you know, Monarch will be moving to Phase 3 on October 9th upon completion of the university operation. High-level milestone deliverables for Phase 2 are as follows. Ground Zero harvesting OP. Harvesting op. By the end of Phase 2, we expect to have officially harvested enough chronon particles from the Ground Zero operation to fuel necessary chronon tech indefinitely. Access to the red zone should be completely prohibited from this point forward. All harvesting equipment will be dismantled and returned to the Monarch Tower during Phase 3. All research regarding the CFR must be complete and the CFRs must be returned to Monarch Tower for safekeeping. Prototype testing phase of the lifeboat should be complete. Further testing will commence once the CFR is returned to the Monarch Tower. Chronon Tech. Alpha build tech must be complete for all armor and weaponry. Beta tech will commence during Phase 3. Dampener must have reached a proof of concept deliverables. So they're developing various technologies around the concept of the time. I'm assuming it's replicating Mine and Paul's superpowers without putting them through the same scientific trauma, if that's what you can call it.
Chronon harvesting process cancelled. Insufficient chronon particles detected. Please move harvester to designated yellow zone anomalous area.
Okay, well, I can't get any more particles. It's confirmed that.
No clear exit down here. May have to head upward.
Fine and everything, but how do I get up there? Oh, no, I take it back. Can I do this? Can I do that? No? Heading upward is all fine and dandy, but this way doesn't seem to be it. Like, how are you? How am I getting up? How am I? How up? How up, chat? How up? Chimken want uppies. How Chimken get uppies? It seems to, there? No? Don't go back the way I came. Am I losing my mind? That doesn't... Oh, the frickin' distract. Okay. Yeah, check it out, Chimkins. Remember it. Instantly forgetting mechanics that the game taught me today.
Oh. Not your average elevator.
A ding.
Hey, Jack. I found a bunch of files here about your bro. Monarch started monitoring his workshop in 1999. And they pressured him to sell in 2010 and set up some chronon harvesting operation surrounding the building.
What was Will doing in there?
Those dates, 1999 and 2010, keep coming up in these files. Here is where it gets scary. 2010 minus 1999 equals 11. Times 11 by 2010, flip it backwards, 01122. It's not exact, but it's like a couple numbers off from being our zip code.
Uh-huh. Keep me posted.
He's crazy.
All right.
Time shield. Time dodge. Time dodge. Increased focus. We're enjoying the teleporting around. Okay, so it was great to come in here. Truly, but now we need to go over there. Very strong fences. Ah! I see it now. There it is.
Okay. Getting closer, I think. Now, which way's the dry dock?
Are we gonna be able to drive a car?
I got that briefcase we lifted from William Joyce's car. Laid out the contents in the trailer. You want me to go through?
No. Serene wants the first look. Till then, hands off.
Okay, looks like the trailer has power now.
It was bad before. It's real bad now.
Okay.
It's bad. Bobby's mad, people.
Paul's men had taken the briefcase from Will's car, dumped the contents on the table. Will had said he needed something from his briefcase to stop the fracture. Wasn't much there, but his phone and a key to the Bradbury swimming pool. Not the most obvious clues.
Jack, it's Beth. Monarch got footage of some idiot accessing Facebook from a nearby security station. Please tell me said idiot isn't with you.
Nick, I gotta go back for him.
Don't. I'll pick him up. Where are you?
I'm on my way to Paul at the dry docks.
Serene's not the priority. I'm getting you out of there. I'll meet you at the dry docks. Channel 1 is the Monarch frequency. Use it to keep ahead of them. And Jack, don't do anything stupid.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Dr. Amaral, we haven't talked too much, but I'm one of Serene's guys from Reaper Squad, working around all this time tech stuff, or chronon tech you call it, I guess. Got me real inspired, so I started writing a screenplay. There's a lot of science talk in here, so I want a scientist to check it and make sure it kind of makes sense. Would you mind taking a look? Thanks. Here's the first. I'm not standing here and reading a frickin' screenplay. And pass. I frickin' hate... No, we're not doing that. Nothing changes. We move forward. The university fallout was a setback.
Nick, you still there?
But we can use these complications to our advantage. Paul is focused on phase 3 of the plan. He is questioning if there are traitors within Monarch, but I'm confident that he does not know where to look for them. I'll make sure to shift the blame elsewhere. The gala is going ahead tonight. That is when we make our next move. You can take care of preparations, make sure Dr. Kim's lab is ready for destination. I will make sure that Paul is sufficiently distracted as to not question our involvement. The university operation gathered far more attention than we expected. How does this impact our agenda moving forward? I'm concerned that Paul Serene will be paying closer attention to our actions. Clarice Ogawa, we don't know who this is yet, I don't think. Perhaps we should delay making our move until things calm down. Are they about to do like a hostile takeover of Paul? Is Paul about to get hostily taken over? Because I don't hate that plan. He is a bit of a dick.
It's locked. There's gotta be another way to get through here.
Another way to get through here, you say? I think I might have to do this from the other side. Ignore everything I did before then.
HQ, we just heard an explosion near the harvesting perimeter.
Yeah, take a wild guess who that could have been.
Charlie, get off the line. Striker team, take defensive positions around ground zero.
Roger.
I mean, that's great and everything, but I don't seem to actually be able to walk up this. Jura with the hydrate. Oh, cube. I'm out of soda. And I exploded because I took a drink. How bloody day. How bloody day. Is in my true form. Shadow's bored of looking at my face.
Jesus! Close one.
HQ, we just heard an
I'm
explosion.
about to fall
near the
asleep, so I
harvesting
can only
perimeter.
look more. Have a good rest, Jura. Sweet
Guess
dreams.
who that could have been.
Charlie, get off the line.
No, I just love the chicken
Striker
PNG.
team,
Also,
take
fuck
defensive
cancer. Fuck
positions around
cancer.
ground zero.
Roger.
Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck. I'm sleepy too. Is everybody else sleepy? That's a good start.
I recognized Will's workshop as soon as I saw the old billboard on top.
The area we refer to as Ground Zero.
It was clear that the workshop was at the center of the Monarch operation. I wanted to see what was in there, and it seemed to be the only way to the dry docks and Serene.
Got the word. Safeguard squad.
Hostile! Friendly! Flank him! It's that kid from the university! Shit! Frag out!
Incoming.
The gunplay in this does feel special.
Backup approaching green zone.
I'll say it
Engaging
again.
target.
Feels damn special. Watch this. Get that. Nice. There's two of them. Fuck. Second day really work really wiped out. It was a busy day today. It sucked today. I'm wiped out today just because of the temperature. I almost didn't stream, but I don't like skipping streams, so here we are.
We got contact! He's here somewhere. Go find him.
Oh, God.
Asshole shot me! Is that get round!
That was close.
Backup approaching green zone. Engaging target. Hey, it's Joyce. He's trouble. Over. Engaging target. Engaging target. Don't get close.
Just go down, please. Doesn't help that I kept missing the timeout. Get off the boxes.
Striker 1, we're experiencing signs of an incoming stutter.
Safeguard. I want Joyce contained before that stutter hits.
Compromised! Your cat is on route.
Is that a tank? No.
Nice driving, guys. Paul developed technology for his men to move through stutters. He knew the fracture would occur, prepared for it.
Holy shit.
Yet he never tried to stop it.
Tactical SMG. Where the fuck is he gone? Carrying the cat around like a handbag. Everybody Dolly just walked into the room carrying the cat like a handbag.
Will never told you what he did in that workshop at Ground Zero?
No, never. He hid that part of his life from me. Nothing prepared me for the weirdness that was waiting there.
George
Even that was
sat
just a
outside the
prelude to the
door
bad
yelling
stuff
chat.
that would follow in that same place later.
Cat stuff is happening. Cat shenanigans. We're about to go into Ground Zero, I guess. Cat nanigans? Yeah. Catto nanigano. Comprendo? Cinco de Mayo? I don't.
It's the only way
saying
forward.
words at this point.
Absolutely no entry. Well, I'm pretty sure that's more of a guideline than a rule.
What has he got in this room?
What the hell? What is this?
Has he made a... Is this the original...
What the hell? What is this?
Hi, Rachel.
That already happened. What the fuck?
We didn't time travel shit, Rachel.
I specifically requested copper-clad niobium.
Well...
I mean, it's very well animated. I think the aesthetic is really cool.
There's no words to describe it. Will was gone, but he was all around me. This entire secret life he'd never talked about, everything he tried to protect me from, it surrounded me. A puzzle, trapped in broken time. We all thought he wasted his research grant, his career, obsessing over some failed experiment. That's what he led us to believe. What he built there, it never failed. It works. It works.
It was the prototype. Flipping a card. 6 of hearts. Bok bok. Not raid channel. Hearts. 2 bets, 18 points. Winners. Winners bet 18 points. Not everybody has a bunch of channel points. Be kind.
Need my grant extended another year. Please, don't do this. Hello.
Well, you got my 600 points, so I tip my hat to you. Don't hate the game, hate the player. No, hate the... You know what I mean.
Countermeasure.
I hope to God this works.
Will. It's gone.
Paul, come with me. I can survive this. You're the only other one who's seen what I've seen.
Don't do it, don't.
Give me the device.
What the fuck?
I knew something went horribly wrong there, but it was scrambled. It's impossible to crack.
Tato, how's it hanging? Well, you did a quiet hello, so you don't actually have to tell me how it's hanging, but I hope it is hanging well. Or, you know, I hope it is hanging in such a way that it's not touching anything else, because it's freaking hot, Tato. It's hot. It's more comfortable when things that are hanging aren't touching other things that are hanging. You get the idea. I think we might be talking about... I'm not going to talk about what we're talking about. Time's getting all wonky.
It was overwhelming. Every unanswered question I had was compounded by what I'd seen at that workshop. The events at the university were part of something much bigger. Something that had started 17 years ago.
Oh, the gate closed behind me. That's nice.
Okay, dry dock. Get to the dry dock. I'm almost there. Gotta get to Paul.
Try not to get shot by 1,000 people. I've got basically no ammo. Da 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 da.
HQ, hostile in sight.
Okay.
Oh shit. Thanks for the welcome, Chim. I'm doing good, thanks. We're in the dead of winter here, so stickage is less of a looming threat these days. Although we are never truly safe, safe are we? Anyway, how the game's been. This game is timey-wimey, juicy-loosey, a wonky-shonky. I'm not sure how you'd describe it, but I'm having a lot of fun. I'm a bit discombobulated today because it's hot. It's the standard complaint from British people at this time of the year. Oh my days, it's so warm. Oh, I'm becoming one of those stereotypical British people that talks about the weather all the time. Not that I wasn't one of those already, but still, here we are.
Hostile!
There was something wrong
my
with Paul.
days.
Chronon syndrome. He'd had his powers much longer than me. What was the cause? Was I sick as well, or was it his time travel? I didn't know. It didn't make anything he'd done any less hateful.
Okay. Fiona, I share your concern, brother. Brother. Fiona, I share your concern. Paul's treatments are becoming increasingly ineffective, and I hypothesize that the onset of the fracture will increase the Chronon syndrome rate of progression exponentially. I've been trying to take a more calculated approach at finding a permanent cure for Paul's sickness, but Martin Hatch has shifted all the necessary resources into our tech division instead. I'm beginning to question his behavior. Every attempt I've made to discover a cure has been met with Martin's red tape. Just between us, I do start to wonder if Martin even wants Paul to be cured. I've looked into Martin's past. He began work for the Monarch in 2001, but I couldn't find any records about his past or any aspect of his life before then. It was almost as if he just appeared out of nowhere. He was the only one present during the accident that claimed Dr. Kim's life. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I do wonder what his agenda truly is. Regarding your question, unfortunately there is nothing of value in Dr. Kim's lab aside from Paul Serene's treatments and confidential files that would be no use to your research. We will have to find another way to develop a cure. Oh, this was the blonde that appeared in the live-action TV show talking to the doctor. So, for Dr. Amor, would it be possible for me to gain access to Dr. Kim's lab in order to search for any files that might assist in our research? I'm concerned about the slow progress in developing a permanent cure. So, the blonde is working on a permanent cure. The treatments are only temporary solution. I know that Dr. Kim was close to discovering a cure at the time of his death. I know that you use this lab to administer Paul's Serene treatments. Or what if I could borrow your keycard during the gala tonight? Perhaps I could investigate further while everybody's occupied with other matters. So the blonde that was a little bit shonky isn't as shonky as I was expecting. I thought she was doing some sort of industrial espionage. The sun stopped. The final Casey. Oh, it's another Alan Wake reference, everybody. Do you think it's called The Sudden Stop because Alan Wake's the sequel to Alan Wake took like 13 years to happen? Alan Wake, The Sudden Stop. There's Beth Wilder again. God, she looks like the woman from Control in that photo. William Joyce is dead. Our only shot at stopping this thing is Jack. He can lead us to the countermeasure. I still believe that. Serene got to Jack first at the university. Too much heat for me to intervene. He's being moved to Ground Zero. I'm following the convoy there, and we'll rescue him once his transport is past security checkpoints. No, not going to be easy, but it might be our only shot. Keep Charlie Wincott distracted so he's not looking over the security feeds. My cover won't last much longer. You need to be my eyes on the inside. I agree. You should check into Dr. Kim's lab and let me know what you find. I know gaining access will be difficult, but with the gala tonight, you might have a window. Might be able to steal Dr. Amaral's card. I will contact you once I'm on the other side. Beth, they're saying that William, Jack, Joyce have both been detained. Did you manage to get William first? Did he reveal the location of the countermeasure? You said you could get Jack out of there. What happened? Interesting developments over here, with the team focused on the university op. I managed to dig through an old email correspondence between Paul, Serena, and Dr. Kim. The content of the message is very cryptic, but before he died, Kim was running some kind of test from his lab, and William's research and a device related to this was somehow connected to what he was doing. Did he know about the countermeasure? I think I need to get into Kim's lab and find out more, but the place has been restricted access since he died. Not a lot of choice, though. If Jack and William are in custody, then that lab may be our only lead left. I'm just not sure how to do it. I sure as hell can't just ask somebody to let me in there. Oh, a lot of words. That's just the book. Okay, we push forward, chat. There is an ad in 4 minutes. We'll be here a little longer than usual. Not excessively long, but just a little bit, you know, a little cheeky something from RightBigChimken. I don't know why I'm talking about this. It's quite difficult to stop. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It looks like I'm going to fight something here later. Why is this a large open area? Is concerning.
Yeah.
Jack, you have to understand that Will forced my hand.
What the hell happened to you?
There's no use fighting.
You killed him!
I'll explain when the time is right. You'll meet me tonight at the Monarch Gala.
Gala? Time's ending and you're having a fucking party.
Because when time ends, my plan...
We do this now. I'm not meeting you at...
Yes, you are. I've already seen it happen.
Seen what? What's this all for?
Goodbye, Jack.
No!
Sir, given the very recent events at the dry docks, I now see exactly what you mean. Clearly you were right about Burke's loyalties being more fickle than they appeared. Of course, we have plenty of unanswered questions about how it came to this. To begin with, I don't see why Burke would be involved with Joyce. There's no way he did it out of some kind of altruistic urge. There has to be more to it. We know Burke didn't divert Joyce's transport since whereabouts at that time are accounted for, so there has to be somebody else involved too. I'm looking into it. Clarice, I understand why you consider Mr. Burke an asset to our future plans. Unfortunately, why he's an exceptional individual, he is less suitable for the kind of duties you have in mind than may be immediately obvious. I'll explain. Yes, he's trained as a striker, but Mr. Burke is disqualified, and for good reason. The men we have chosen to be strikers have strict physical requirements, a certain moral flexibility, and the kind of killer instinct you have to be born with, cultivated to a fine degree. A ferocious knack for survival. Mr. Burke certainly has those qualities. He wasn't disqualified from the striker program before because he lacked them or because he couldn't wrap his head around the technical aspects of operating the technology. In fact, his performance was exceptional, so I fully agree with you that he's an impressive operative. But strikers by their very nature have to be made aware of Project Lifer and its purpose, at least on a general level, and that means they have to be able to accept its implications. Unfortunately, Mr. Burke has a deep attachment to his wife, and the fact that even if we brought Mr. Burke in, that wouldn't guarantee a spot for her in the program. To be blunt, we don't need any more nurses, and we're already at capacity overall. We need Mr. Burke, but we don't need his wife. Mr. Burke would never accept that, particularly now that Mrs. Burke is pregnant. Therefore, it is vital that he does not understand the nature of the scope of the threat we face. As for him playing a role in other aspects of future developments, I suspect that despite his seemingly immoral nature, Mr. Burke may have the qualms not consciously. He may have qualms he's not consciously aware of. If he ever has to truly make a choice between conflicting loyalties, he may take a stand on principle and elect to act against his own best interests. That's not a chance I'm willing to take. 15 seconds to an ad. Call it there and go on a BRB break. I will be back in 3 minutes, Chad. Take this opportunity to go grab yourself a glass of water, go grab yourself a snack, hug a loved one, sniff a beloved family animal, and I will be back in 3 minutes. Peace out.
flap flap. Nat's just raided with 13 viewers.
I'm back. Chill out. Chill out. We had 13 seconds of the ad break left. Nats always raids on break. Nats, welcome in. Raiders, my name is Chimken, otherwise known as Chim. I'm a variety streamer. I am massively addicted to the Remedy Entertainment pool of games. And we are currently knee deep. And when I say knee deep, it's probably more like butt deep. It's probably more like butt deep into Quantum Break. I am having a lot of fun with the gameplay in this game. Can I jump back to the beginning? Welcome, Charmy B, Spectral Moon, Nats, obviously. Sanguine, you are gorgeous. Chim, Nats. Again, Sanguine, I'm just reading down the list at this point. Sanguine with a tier 1, gifted to Nats. Oh my god. Chim, I'm melting. Nats, I'm melting.
Peep peep. Sanguine Endy has gifted a tier 1 subscription to Nats.
I am melting so much that it makes me wanna... No, that's not how this lines up. I am melting so much, No. I've drunk so much water. There we go. I've drunk so much water, I'll piss myself. Jim, I was sweating all over my new Final Fantasy chair. Oh, you can't send it back now. No, wait, you can charge, you can auction it off because ass sweat increases the value. Somebody in the near distant future will purchase that from me for I will never be part with this chair. If somebody, like, if you suddenly had 10,000 followers or like 100,000 followers on Twitch and somebody was like, I will give you $1,000 for that chair, your ass sweaty chair, somebody would pay for that. Let's move on. Let's move on from the ass sweat. You can't do that. Oh my god, tingles. It's, yeah, what the fuck, I felt that. It's good, isn't it? I'm getting better at these. Do you want to see another one that I've just added? Because I like to show off my buttons when new people come in. Do you want to see my new button? It's a competition, right, of whether or not you can hear the distant fart in the woods, because I told this story earlier. I'll play it again for you. I'm getting really good at I'm getting really good at multi-layering very short audio tracks. There is a very, very distant fart in the woods. And one of the audio tracks is literally forest/fart in the woods. Did anybody hear the fart in the woods? I heard the fart in the woods. I hear it. Good. That's everything that I want in life and more. Nats, you'll have to hang out and, like, hopefully it'll come up when somebody does Deep Insights from Chicken or when I press it a billion frickin' times. I didn't because vacuum is running near me. I mean, don't start making excuses, Rachel. We're going to continue the game. And I'm going to shoot some guns. But it's really nice to have you all here. I hope you're having a brilliant day. If you need to raid and run, please do. But, because it's frickin' hot and some people just don't want to sit in their own juices. It's weird when I call them my own juices. I'm going to die. Raid Bangkok? Don't raid Bangkok. You okay? His serious face kills me. My face? Whose face? Wait, someone said Bangkok? Stop saying Bangkok. We're not going to fucking Bangkok. Why are we still perpetuating Bangkok? It's not freaking We're never going to Bangkok. Chat, I'm never taking you to Bangkok. You don't deserve it at this point. Okay, we have at least one battery eater in chat. Confirmed by the poll. Somebody out there likes to eat batteries. Yo! Okay, so hear me out. That's me. What if Rachel, I swear to God, if this is a long paragraph spread over multiple lines, I'm going to fly to wherever you and Kara live and bake you both in a pie. That's a really obscure, like, threat. But I'll do it. I like pie. Like 20C, is that how cold a full day in England town is? Like a good temperature in the winter would be like 18. What if Chim drove us all to Bangkok in a school bus and we sang chicken songs? It'd be great. We have basically confirmed if I ever get massively famous on Twitch, the first ever ChimCon will be in Bangkok. Because it's like central. Stupidly, it is kind of central because if the Americans go left and the English people go right, we meet in Malaysia. I think. I have a very basic understanding of geography. So I looked into this Nick Masters guy. In short, he's a sad little joke. I don't even know why you're wasting your time on him. But the bus part is part of the experience. We'll get a bus while we're there. He used to be a pretty promising football player. He actually got drafted by the Rexes, which I guess you can consider an achievement if you give a shit about that sort of thing, which I don't. Not that he ever went anywhere because he messed up his knee in a car crash on the night of getting the news, and that was it for his big career. There's no police report on this, but looking into his social media at the time seems like he was out celebrating pretty hard, so I'm pretty sure he had no business getting behind the wheel in the first place. In an apparent attempt to prove the universe runs on irony, he now drives a cab. License and permits check out. He's got 8 unpaid parking tickets, a couple more for speeding, pretty much what you'd expect. No relatives except his father, but the old man's in hospital and pretty much dead to the world from what I can tell. Looks like masters on a dozen different dating apps with very limited success. Big surprise, and he seems to be seriously into weird conspiracy theories and bullshit like that, only without the usual crazy racist frothing at the mouth. It's all pretty dumb but surprisingly entertaining. I'll be honest, I don't think anybody believe anything he said, but hey guys, you deal with him however you want to. That's your business, Charlie. I'm gonna go eat. Prayed for me, I survived the night. Good night, all Nats. Go lick Big Rick. They are cool to the touch. That's a strange thing for me to say. I heard that back in my head afterwards, and I feel a bit weirded out by that thing I just said. BRB, no worries, Sanguine. Which is really desperate. Bluestone!
Damn it! Don't.
Time stop. Bluestone, I hope you're having a good time. Nice time. How's life? Nice life. I hope you're having a nice life, Bluestone.
Gotta move. Come on.
Eat Beth. Is the timer gonna run out? I can't. Oh, V. I'm an idiot. I keep forgetting to press V. Time stop. That reminds me of Titanfall 2 campaign. I have yet to play the Titanfall 2 campaign. It's one of those games that I've always meant to play, but I sort of missed the boat with the online stuff, so I've never made a point of playing it. That was dramatic. was really fun. Requires EA though. Also, it's made in Source. Is Source a bad thing now? When did Source become? Oh, I need to freeze it. I know why. What the fuck is happening? Why is the world just trying to eat me? When did this become Crash Bandicoot? That's like a Crash Bandicoot trap.
Stutters were getting bad. He's shifting back and forth without warning. At the time, I didn't think it could get much worse.
Source engine is amazingly powerful, hence why Respawn still uses it on Apex.
That's gonna hurt.
What's happening? Okay, now we're in the boat.
Need to get the hell out of here.
What? I'm beginning.
Jesus! Cutting a little close, Jack.
The hell is this game? It's time travel and shit.
It's like a goddamn maze in here.
It's Alan Wake, but he's got superpowers, like magic super duper timey-wimey superpowers. The gunplay is amazing, and it's a good old time. There's lots of famous faces in it. Wow, I love this shit.
No, not again.
Oh my god, I just want to be outside of the boat. Look, everybody, we're back in the boat again.
Really?
And here comes the baddies.
Okay, here we go. That's my cue. Thanks for the heads up. No.
I'm out of bullets, basically every type of bullet ever, and I've run out. Yeah, get crushed by the boat. I am a big fan of Remedy Entertainment. The only letdown of this game is that it's not directly tied to Alan Wake. Because I just want to... I've never played Max Payne. It's on my list when they re-release it. Oh, ammo, get behind the thing. Get behind the thing. Thank you. Ammo, please. Thank you, that's great. Yeah, fuck Epic for that. Too bad Alan Wake 2 is not on Steam yet. I doubt it will be, ever. They would have released the remake. They would have released the remaster on Steam by now if they were ever going to do 2. Is that the Flash? I am the Flash. Sort of. Reload your gun. I'm out of all the good kush.
Beth had been on her way to meet me. I expected she was frozen somewhere up there, by the side of the dry dock.
Okay. Everybody's dead, Dave. Does it make me crazy to keep playing a game that I constantly fail at? I enjoy the game though. Which game? I would argue it depends on the game. It's an old Flash game.
Don't do anything stupid.
I've never been a great listener.
Well, time to start.
If Cuphead and Dark Souls exist, then no.
What if I don't trust you?
Then shoot me.
Hey, look, everybody, it's that woman from Control.
Look,
Not the actual character, it's just the woman from Control.
That's for not listening to me back there.
Ow.
You want to stop time from breaking down? You need my help. And thanks, by the way, for the +1 in the back seat.
Character
Starting to
model
feel like
and
a
voice
goddamn
actor.
babysitter.
She scares me, Jack.
I love her.
My ride, my music. Deal with it.
Might have song. I blew everything up, chat. I blew everything up. Arg? Grr, arg. Well, our main character found love of his life. I mean, I'm sure she won't die. I actually don't know. Don't tell me she dies. Like, if you know spoilers, I don't want to hear about this. Why the flashbang? It's the loading screen. Promise. You in a dark room right now?
What led you to the swimming hall?
Will said there was something important in his briefcase. All I found was a key with Bradbury Swimming Hall on the chain. Only lead we had. I guess this is it.
What was your brother doing in this shithole?
Perfect place to hide something you don't want found.
I think it's time you tell me what you know.
I know your brother built the one thing that can stop the fracture. I know we're meant to find it, and I know Monarch doesn't want us to.
And yet you're wearing their uniform.
I like the way their pants fit.
I agree.
I was going to say that.
Tried to create a cover to gather information. You've known about this for a few hours. I've been preparing for it for most of my life.
You weren't aware that William owned the place?
There's a lot I didn't know about Will.
We need to find your brother's countermeasure. And fast. Things will get worse as the fracture progresses. And Monarch will be turning Riverport over looking for you.
Look, he parked a taxi here. That's helpful.
Hey, Nick. This looks a lot like your taxi.
Can't be. I parked it way back at the... Holy shit! That's my goddamn license plate. How the hell did it get here?
I don't know. I have a feeling somebody beat us here.
Somebody beat us here. Just before I went home and watched the
This
skies
is
with
all
a few
connected.
colleagues, we
Some
saw
kind
a
of
Starlink
message.
cluster. Oh shit.
Think, Nick, think. 01122. 01122.
Suddenly, amazing internet signal.
What is this?
Okay, we're going in. I've got a giant key. Oh, he removed the giant wooden bit of the key.
Key doesn't fit.
Kick it down. Ugh. 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 No, it doesn't work.
Any ideas how to get inside?
The whole building's falling apart.
It's a mystery.
There's
We
gotta
don't
be
know
an
that
opening
yet.
somewhere.
Let the mystery happen. And
Can you
if you
find a way in, Jack?
and if you don't find out today,
should
you'll
stay
just
out
have
here.
to come back next time. They're incredibly reflective and visible, even for drunk people. Um. It's a kind of magic, magic, magic. Da-da. If somebody stole it and drove it here, he wouldn't have been able to get to this specific spot. Oh, you mean like there? That is the question, isn't it? How did they get through a
I've got it.
fence?
I have a theory how my taxi ended up here.
Your taxi, what?
I looked up the zip
Oh,
code
the taxi driver is like a.
Hey,
south of here.
think I found a way in.
My car at the university, it ended up here. It went south. And you said time is like broken? What if space is
Lego game build mode activate. Oh, stutter.
Damn it. These stutters aren't going away.
I would really like to be out of this giant loft now. A hole! That dude is speaking facts. Do not lean into the tinfoil hat wearing man.
Will had used the building to hide away his personal items.
We do not support the tinfoil hat wearing man.
What the hell were you doing here, brother? Time travel experiments with rats?
We're gonna hear. That's a hamster. Schrodinger, first chrononaut, a time traveling hamster.
$12,000 moving bill. You must have hauled a lot more to this place than just some old boxes.
I am not reading I'm not reading that. I'm not reading like this. It was expensive to move. We've confirmed it, 100%.
Okay, May 17th, 1998. This is William Joyce, and I'm about to conduct the first animal test of the machine.
You owned this place since
using my
1999?
Schrodinger, in order.
Why didn't you tell me?
He's gone. Where'd he go? Shit. Come on, Schrodinger. Come to Willie. Come on, come on, come on. You're okay. You're all right. You're all right. Okay, finally, we're sending Schrodinger into the machine clockwise through the corridor, which will send him 5 minutes into the future, meaning he will reemerge exactly 5 minutes after he enters the machine. It has now been 3 minutes. No sign of Schrodinger. This is a very good sign. 2 minutes to go. Okay, so yeah, turns out he just kind of sat inside the corridor for 5 minutes, took a shit on the tubing. This reveals a very clear flaw in my test. My mouse is an idiot.
For anybody in chat that is wondering, yes,
Okay,
that
the
is a
machine is
hobbit.
warming up again. Should be able to activate test number 2 in around about 5 minutes and 15
Or one of the
seconds.
hobbits.
It's now clear the only quantifiable test will be travel to the past. The machine is now calibrated to send Schrodinger 5 minutes into the past, which means that he will now be traveling counterclockwise through the corridor, and when he comes out the other... Holy shit. Holy shit, it worked. This is clear proof that it's... what I'm now looking at is a future version of the same mouse that has successfully traveled 5 minutes into the past. Schrodinger, meet future you.
Will, I put all your paperwork regarding the purchase of Bradbury swimming pool in this folder. I knew you'd lose track of the documents, otherwise I've made sure that the purchase can't be traced back to funds from your research grant. I don't know what you're up to, and it's not my business to ask, but we've known each other long enough for me to say this. I trust that you know what is best for you, but I can't pretend that I'm not concerned. Your career is showing so much promise, and your recent actions feel like a drastic turn in a direction I can't begin to understand. I get my promise and haven't told Jack or anyone else about this, but he's worried about you even if you don't know how to show it. Jack hasn't heard from you in months. He needs you, your Eternian friend. Hi, Sanguine.
No wonder you are always coming up with crazy shit.
That is a marijuana. Do school, stay in drugs. I request tales from Bangkok. No tales from Bangkok. Bangkok was amazing.
This is Bobby Radford with the latest. We got an official statement from Monarch Solutions, and it's just what you'd expect, really. You know, your typical slick mealy-mouthed bullshit. I'll sum it up for you. As far as they're concerned, the whole thing was some kind of an accident with the premature demolition. Some lives were tragically lost.
All right, that's it.
I can upgrade my stuff. Additional strength. I went on a hike, talked with locals, visited a shrine, and I didn't understand a word they were saying. Okay, Sanguine, I have a question for you, a really important question. Are you ready for this question, Sanguine? I have a question. You want a question? Are you ready for a question? Point to Bangkok on a map.
Working on it.
July 4th, 2010.
The hell is this?
Wilder, I'm addressing this
A
video
map.
to you.
Any map.
You told me to stay away from my workshop, but I couldn't just leave it there. I went back to get it, and the entire place is a disaster zone. The countermeasure, gone. Taken. Shit. Safe, empty. I just need to know you have it. Because if it falls into the wrong hands, its power is immeasurable.
Froz.
Our future.
Cluck cluck. Froze tier underscore has just joined the Bok Bok Brigade.
How's it hanging, Froz?
You know where to find me. Please, hurry.
The video made it clear that he'd been working with Beth in the past. Made me wonder what else she was hiding. Let's try this again.
Yellow. Yellow.
Nope.
Froz, we are time traveling. You are very much welcome to join. Doing time traveling stuff. Shooting guns, doing time traveling. Kissing time traveling ladies. And or men, if that's your preference.
Come on, let us in.
Yeah, just hold on.
All right, let's take a look around. Down here.
My time travel to when I don't wake up anymore.
I already did.
That's a bit dark.
Now, how about you tell me how you know Will?
I mean, by all means, have a lie-in.
I've never met your brother.
I find that hard to believe, considering the video I...
This note. It's directed at me.
July 4th, 2010. Beth Wilder, I'm addressing this video to you. You told me to stay away from my workshop, but I couldn't just leave it there. I went back to get it, and the entire place is a disaster zone. The countermeasure, gone. Taken. Shit.
What the...
Safe, empty. I just need to know you have it, because if it falls into the wrong hands, its power is immeasurable. Our future, our entire lives depend on it.
Have a cup of tea.
This can't all be for nothing. You know where to find me. Please, hurry.
2010. Holy shit.
What was he talking about?
He recorded that for me in 2010? What the fuck? He said the countermeasure's gone? It's not good. We need to figure this out. Let's keep looking. Help me push this out of the way.
Push the thing.
Jack, your brother addressed that video to me, but I've never met him before in my life.
Well, it sounded like he thought you had his countermeasure.
I wish. But he said it was stolen on July 4th, 2010. Somebody took it.
Go and eat some dinner then. Penguin. Food is important. Go eat the food.
But I'm hoping this place will help us figure out who.
Eat the food. But I want to watch Chim. I mean, that is also valid. Chim is quite a sexy man.
I'll give you the honor of pressing the button.
I want to press the button. Multitask. Chim can be enjoyed whilst eating a sandwich is all I'm saying. Or like a burrito, if that is your preference. Enjoy Chim with tacos, barbecue food, pizza. Like a pizza goes well with Chim. In the Hat Wheel. I got a safari hat on now. I have not added your hat to the wheel yet, Rachel. I completely spaced on it. Would I survive, I wonder? That's scientifically not true. You can not, in fact, watch Chim and eat a sandwich. It's not in accordance with physics as we know it. Screw the physics! Chim's got a beard. The beard will deal with the physics on your behalf. Now I can make it.
Is that?
Yeah, I think so. Second time machine. This changes everything.
What does it change?
If we can get this thing working, then we don't need that countermeasure. We can change everything. What if we stop the fracture from ever happening in the first place? We can go back to yesterday, undo everything in the past before it happens. Nobody dies. Paul doesn't go through the machine. Monarch never exists. I mean, the fracture never occurs. I can go into the machine like Paul did at the university. I helped them set it up. Then we activate the core, put the corridor in place, and set the date. I can do it, Beth.
I'm not so sure we can do this without the countermeasure. But you're right. We'll need the machine.
Did you break the quantum yet? I'm
Let's
trying
start with
real
the core.
hard.
What the shit?
I saw some kind of visions of this machine in his workshop. He must have hid it here.
What is this? A goddamn spaceship?
Okay, core controls. Where are they?
Beth, the time has arrived. It's here. Everything you warned me about is about to come to fruition. Please give me a sign that you're still out there. Put my mind at ease. Tell me you have the countermeasure. I'm losing my mind over here. I spent years trying to convince myself that you were wrong all this time and that I built the countermeasure for nothing. I tried to move on, pick up the pieces, but now I have seen the proof. Paul Serene's brought me in to advise on an experiment at the university. They built it. They built another time machine, almost an exact replica of my own design, but with key flaws in the calculations, just like you said. If they activate this machine, then the fracture will occur. How is this possible? How have they followed my design so closely? Somebody's been watching me all this time, haven't they? Somebody is orchestrating this. All of it. I'm being followed. At first I thought it was paranoid, but it's true. A man has been watching my every move. I secretly took his photo, ran a search. His name is Liam Burke. He works for the security division of Monarch Solutions. I first noticed it weeks ago, but this could have been going on for years. What does he want? What does he know? How is he connected to this? I need answers. I don't know who I can trust anymore. I don't know who else is involved, what they want. Why? I need to hear from you. I need to know that I'm not alone in all of this. If what you once told me is true, then at the onset of the fracture may be inevitable, but I can't simply stand by and allow it to happen. Not until the countermeasure is safe. I've seen it. The cause of the fracture exists. It's here. Are you still out there? I've given up hope that you're still listening. This is just him rambling.
Hey, I found a map with the entire layout of this place.
The schematics for the countermeasure spanned 11 years, 1999 to 2010. In itself, that wasn't strange. But the guy built a working time machine.
Sweet dreams,
too.
happy foodings. Don't fall into a hole. Don't put Granny in a toaster. Don't put jam on a magnet. You know.
No,
my
nothing
usual
I can
warnings.
make sense of.
Completely normal warnings. I'll be there in a second.
What have we got here?
Guy sure as hell knew how to make his life more complicated. You might want to take a look at this, Jack.
I can't figure out where you are. I'm trying to get to you, and you're like moving around the room. A civilian guides to time travel. No. Open with a shrug. I'm not reading a civilian guides to time travel.
17 years and they still didn't find it.
Are you literally up there, maybe?
It says the time machine core needs to be reset.
Great. What the hell's it look like?
A round thing in the middle. Think. Will received a massive research grant in 1997. He'd successfully built a time machine by 1999. But the results scared him. He never told a soul.
That's a fucking Stargate.
Okay. Gotta figure out where to start.
I feel like if you build a...
Where are the core controls?
I feel like if you build a time machine, you'd want to tell everybody. Like if I built a time machine, I would tell somebody. Like literally everybody. I'd be like, hey, I'm the guy that built that time machine.
Hey! It looks like I can reset the core from here.
Are you sure you know what you're doing there?
No.
No clue. But I did help Paul set up the machine at the university.
Which then caused the fracture.
Look, Will knew the calculations were wrong. Hoping that means he knew what he was doing here. This is what Will was leading us to. We have to test it. The core. That's what we said at first.
This could actually be the key to finding the countermeasure.
We'll see. It's still resetting.
That was this.
The core is reset. We need to activate it from the control booth.
I think the control doohickey's right here.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Nothing.
The time lever.
What was that?
It's fine. It's fine. It worked. It actually worked. Okay, we activate the corridor next.
Whoo! Jesus, look at that thing go!
I have to be the guy to say this. Would you trust a time machine that was running with CRT monitors? Because I probably wouldn't. Like, I draw the line at running a time machine with CRT monitors. You invented a flux capacitor?
You said Will built a countermeasure. What makes you so sure this isn't it? The time machine?
He said the countermeasure was stolen. But the machine is still here.
I don't think I would trust a time machine at all. You know what? I forgot you're an expert on all things time machine.
There's a light blinking here.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. People with beards are natural time machine geniuses.
The schematics are all in Will's writing.
And I would
he did all of this.
I would ask politely that you do away with the time machine sass.
The corridor. It's key activated. Will's key. Thank God.
Whoa! Did you guys see that?
Will's key did that?
Yeah.
key to a time machine and he left it in the trunk of his goddamn car.
That's my brother in a nutshell.
That didn't sound good.
Fuck. Let's just hope it still works.
Activate the corridor.
No.
What?
God damn it. I don't know. We were so close. I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, like hell you are. You saw what happened. Something's wrong with the machine.
We don't know that.
You're not trained for this. Anything you do is gonna make it worse.
We
You
can't.
know I'm right.
Stop trying.
You lost people. You're angry. I get it. But this is bigger than us. We can't fix the machine. But I might know somebody who can.
You can tell he's angry because he's scowling.
Sophia Amaral.
The Monarch scientist. I saw her video near Ground Zero.
Serene's head of Cronin Research. She'll be at the Monarch Gala tonight, but security's airtight. She'll be nearly impossible to get to.
Unless I have an invite. Paul told me he expected me to meet him at that party.
Something tells me that was not a friendly invitation. Jack, no.
Hi, friend. Oh my god, it's Peter Baelish. Is that Peter Baelish? Is that Peter Baelish? Is that the man from Queer as Folk? That is the man from Queer as Folk. Okay, that one was longer than the first act. We're in fact going to leave it there because I've gone over by another 46 minutes. Dun dun dun! We will return with more Quantum Break Monday next week, unless I get really excited to play more of it, and maybe then we might play it Saturday instead. But still, who knows? It's RightBigChimken streams. We follow the endorphins, everybody. It's 2024. That's what we're doing in 2024. Following endorphins, which makes us press buttons like this, and it makes us do it does things when we do it.
Your soul is mine. This week.
Spooky. That's it. That's it. Done for another week. This ends a period of streaming that has gone from a Saturday to a Tuesday. We've streamed for like 12 days straight. 12 days straight of streaming. Except Monday. It has been fun. It's been real good. I'm so freaking tired. I look forward to socializing with friends tomorrow if they're feeling better, because the friend that I usually socialize with on a Wednesday has been very poorly. I send them all of the healing vibes. In case they're lurking, I don't know if they are, but you know, they do sometimes. And I'll be back officially on Friday. We are now officially, like, the official schedule went back into it went back into power yesterday. But just as a reminder, Friday is my flex days. It is never 100% clear what I'm going to play on a Friday. It literally comes down to whatever whim I'm feeling that day. But it's usually a lot of fun. Come and hang out. Saturdays, Sundays will remain Mass Effect, and Mondays, Tuesdays, for the time being, will remain Quantum Break. So yeah, come join me on Friday for something. It'll be the best something you've ever seen, but it will definitely be something. Yeah, that's it. So, we say some words at the end of my streams. They're very important, and it's very important that I say these, because if I don't say these, something important will go wrong. So, irrational, but I just have to say it. So, chat, I'm really glad you exist. It's been really fun playing Quantum Break. The gameplay is on point. There's so much of... This is it. It's an interesting one, because this game was made after Alan Wake 1, but before Control. So they obviously went to this, did like, oh, this is everything that can go. Then a lot of the components of this went into Control and Alan Wake 2 from a gunplay, from a functional perspective. It's kind of ironic considering how out of order this game is happening with all the time travel, that I've played the Remedy game so out of order. But it's been a joy. It has been, I fanboy over Remedy, and I will continue to fanboy over Quantum Break, most likely. So, yeah, it'll be back at some point. Watch out for those go live notifications. Chat, I'm glad you exist. At the beginning of my streams, I ask a very important question of you. I want to know something that you've been up to, something that you've done that I can be proud of you for. But in closing, I also want you to know that I'm proud of you for just existing. Existence is freaking hard at the best of times, irregardless of all the political shit that's going on in the world right now. And you're still existing. You are perpetuating your own existence. Sometimes it might feel like a struggle, but you're doing it, and I'm super proud of you for that. You do not have to watch my content. You do not have to lurk. You do not have to watch my content. You do not have to be in chat. You do not have to lurk, though lurks are always appreciated. What I want you to do is continue to exist. And if my content can improve some part of that existence and make that existence that much easier, that is the role I wish to play in your life. It's that simple. We do this thing called Fucksgiving. It's a little bit of a ritual as well, outside of the stuff that I've just said. It works in two halves, really. Fucksgiving. If you give a fuck about something, and I mean literally anything, it can be boiled leafy beverages, or it could be a brand new pair of shoes. If there's something that you give a fuck about, chuck it in chat. It's a vibe check for the universe. But at the same time, my partner and I, DollyWhiskers, lost somebody to cancer at the end of 2023. I give a fuck about my pet's health. DollyWhiskers and I lost somebody to cancer at the end of 2023. I feel that loss in my very soul still to this day on a daily basis. So it's at this point of the stream that I ask you to say fuck cancer. Shadows is exemplifying right now. If you would like to drop a fuck cancer in chat, it is a vibe check for the universe. Maybe one day if we continue to drop shit like this, cancer will be that much further away from the average person. Because honestly, we've got too many other things to think about. And thank you for helping me do Weird Shot on the internet, as always. It is absolutely my pleasure. It has been an absolutely fantastic 12 days of streaming. 11. I was on Dolly's stream on the Monday. It's basically 12. I could totally bang out 30 days of streaming. There's a channel point redeem that people were like, oh, if you ever do it, you have to be careful. I could totally bang out 30 days of streaming if I wanted. 30 days of Chimken. It's like the thing. On the first day of Chimken, my true love gave to me. You know, like Christmas. I could totally do it. It would be amazing. Who are we gonna raid? I've raided Lucanella like 50 freaking times recently. They are playing Minecraft. We're not gonna go that direction right now. I am going to raid Issen the Vampire, who is playing a Pokemon randomizer for the first time. Omega Ruby Pokemon Randomizer. There's somebody else on my list playing Quantum Break. I have not seen anybody play this game in months. It's funny that somebody I follow is playing it. Yeah, we'll go to Issen the Vampire. If you are subscribed, drop a raid emote on arrival. If you are unsubscribed, there are some raid messages in chat. There are various. Please take your pick. And I will be back Friday, like I said. What you're going to do now is you're going to go and you're going to take care of yourselves, right? You're going to practice proper self-care. If you're British or if you're in a hot country, you're going to drink plenty of fluids. And I don't want to hear about you having struggled the rest of this week. I want you to go out there and smash it. I want you to tell other people that you're proud of them. And we'll talk about that sort of thing when I come back on Friday. Okay? Okay. And that's it.